Adria has betrayed us, and Leah's soul now lives in Imbuiruikura. From her body, Diablo has been reborn as the prime evil, with all the powers of hell within him. The high heavens themselves tremble with his steps, and the angels can do nothing. Now hope lies with me. Only I can stop him.
Heavens, what have we done?
I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
It does matter. You are here now, and we might still turn the tide of this battle.
Right. Sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption.
Tell me, Miriam, did you see all of this in your visions?
Of course, Childo.
If you knew what was to come, why did you not warn us?
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
So you would let Leah die?
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Childo.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. I never quite expected my life to end this way.
And what did you expect?
I was smothered by a harem. Or more likely, killed by the jewel I seek. Now, who would have thought that the entire world would die together? I can't complain. It's not as though I can say my life was not long enough.
All is not yet lost, my friend.
I'm glad my boundless confidence is rubbing off on you. Could you give some of it back?
Lot of bloody good this keep did us in the end, eh?
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you a primitive and dangerous savage. I was wrong. You are the most civilized person I have ever met.
Do not let others tell you who you are, my friend. Your spirit always speaks truth. Listen to it.
I will. Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this This fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
Do not blame yourself. All of us were fooled. What we can do is to set things right.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
The spirits believe that to be true. Adria left to find Diablo in Tristram, while Magda stayed with the Coven.
Well, we've had a good time, right? Shame about our imminent deaths.
You do not seem troubled.
You don't choose this life and expect to live to an old age. Still, it's the women I feel sorry for.
Which women?
All of them. There will be heaving bosoms and torn clothes all across the land when word spreads that I've fallen in battle.
Do you think of your family still?
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
Are you so assured of our defeat?
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him, not even to win her back. But they won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response. They will run when they see us.
We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
Neither did the spirits. If they could not, then we are all blameless.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world. I could not see the truth. You must think me very foolish.
No more than any of us.
That is kind of you. I have devoted my life to studying the arcane, and yet I was not skilled enough to act when it truly mattered. We will stand together against the shadows.
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
The aspect of valor condemns us. This will be difficult.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
It was not because of you. This was Diablo's work. You did everything you could.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
You must not give in to doubt, Tyrion. You became one of us, and now you must live and fight as one of us. Give in to despair if you must, or come and fight with me.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced.
Dire tidings indeed.
We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
I could not either. It is too sad.
Adria is a true monster. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
There is nothing worse than what was done to Leah, but we cannot mourn her now. Diablo must be stopped.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm.
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
Then my destiny is unknown. Write it with me, or watch all of creation burn around you.
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Ariel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Ragnarth, the Lord of Despair.
I will find her, and hope will be restored to the heavens.
These are the Gardens of Hope. The Archangel Ariel cannot be found. She was a sister to me when all of my other sisters were gone. I wanted to protect her. It was not meant to be.
yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim. But all will kneel before Lord Diablo.
Destroyed long before you set one foot into the Silver Spire.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
The spirits whisper of a man who sacrificed himself to save the world, but the spirits sometimes speak in riddles.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Oriel to spare mankind from annihilation.
Those of you who chose to save humanity chose wisely. And now I will repay that trust and defeat the prime evil. Can you see the future?
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
So many paths. Which do you choose?
I am not called to be a champion as you are. My role is simply to observe.
Have you seen the fate of the Prophet?
I know of that name, but the one who bore it lived and died long before your time.
I see.
What does the Scroll of Fate say about this battle?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
I will not let it be so.
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the Scroll of Fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
You are bound by the chains of fate no longer.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
We will not fail you.
I knew you would come. That a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and nobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
My thanks, Ariel. While I stand, your song shall never be silenced again.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
Can you help Tyrion? I fear he is lost in his own doubts.
There is a shadow upon his heart, but it will pass. Remember, he chose to be a mortal, and he must overcome this despair as a mortal.
The time to stop Diablo passes quickly. Tyrion may be needed very soon.
Have faith in him. Of all the archangels, his light has always shone the brightest. In this our darkest hour, he will ensure that justice prevails.
Will you help us fight?
Though the angelic host is scattered, we are not defeated. I will try to rally them as best I can.
Yes, they have always flocked to your call during times of crisis. Or, so I have heard.
Our histories have reached your people? That is indeed promising. I pray that this day will end in another tale of victory.
Do you believe we can defeat Diablo?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
The corruption was strongest northeast of here.
Look upon these gardens. Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
Demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning hells. The gateway must be shut.
Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation: valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
That is not the only hell rift. The flow of my legions will not stop.
Wonder that angels have walkways when they can simply fly everywhere.
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
You feel hopeful once again?
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
But you and the spirits know what the future brings. How is this?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Diablo consumed her. She is gone.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
You always dodge around the truth. Who are you?
What am I? I am Covetous Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you give me a real answer?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
He's back! Can you believe it? He's back from heaven.
May the battles never end.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
Oh? What is in it? These things do not always happen by chance alone.
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone. I welcome the chance to travel with you. Them a lesson.
I draw closer to victory, Nephilim. You are too late, just as you always have been.
The demons come from Diablo's realm of terror, the burning hell. The gateway must be shut.
The Archangel of Valor is the greatest warrior in all of creation. He revels in war and combat, and has led the hosts of heaven to innumerable victories. With Malthael's absence, it is Imperius who now rules over the Angiras Council, seeking always to defend the high heavens from any foe.
Strike at your heart. perfect strike.
You think to destroy the rift after us?
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
The Hell Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
Only you can defeat this one. A mighty foe has fallen. Our world has long suffered the presence of demons. It has grown resilient. But the heavens? I cannot say if they will ever truly recover from this onslaught.
Tyrion.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory.
But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire.
I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
I knew you would understand with time.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
Time for mysteries is past. I wish to know who you are.
Huh? Why? Do you think it will help you face Diablo?
Knowledge can aid us at unexpected times. The spirits say you are long-lived. Perhaps you know something that will help me.
Oh, yes, I most certainly do. The last time I saw someone more intelligent than you, I was looking in a reflection. Fight intelligently, my friend, and you cannot fail. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere. Oh, all is falling to ruin and corruption. Nothing in all my days and all my years has ever compared to this.
Do not lose hope. Terrible things have come and gone before.
But nowhere near as terrible as might happen if you do not defeat Diablo. All the jewels in heaven or in our world would mean nothing then. I weep to think of such a day.
Lead the way to glory.
I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
You and your sisters.
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
That is why you knew Tyrael was an angel.
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
Then you must find a new path through the world without him.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. The prophet has foreseen our victory.
Diablo seeks to corrupt the crystal arch that stands atop the silver spire. If I let this come to pass, the heavens are lost. Tyrael and I must reach the arch and stop the Lord of Terror before it is too late.
corruption is thicker here.
Though I forsook my home, to see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow. Upwards, we must make it to the summit.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, no!
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
I lived only to serve my master Belial. But you killed him and unleashed the prime evil on the world.
An illusion!
Warriors of the Heavens.
Look at the destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop him, this is the future of all creation. Wait, there is something different here.
Embrace your former lieutenant. The chill of hell will sap the life from your bones. The gold hand. Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
I hope you are right.
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
At times, your words do not tell the whole truth.
All for your own good, Celdo. All for your own good.
I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the Jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges. You must save us.
One last fight for our hero, and we can go home.
I have a gift for you, Linda.
Is that so?
It is gold. We will go to Kingsport one day soon. Then you can pay your debts, and your brother will be free.
You are much too kind.
We have journeyed together a long way. I am happy to aid you.
Words fail me.
Words are not always needed.
Let us seek our fortunes together.
It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late. I can feel Diablo's corruption closing around the light of heaven.
The Anger's Council is no better than the primeval themselves. We are just pawns in their cruel games, and now you help the worst of them all.
Cain would never say that!
Striding through these halls in all their majesty. We thought ourselves the masters of all creation. Arrogance was our downfall.
Not ready yet. More time. I overflow blessings.
defeating Diablo, Tyrael?
I am afraid not. It is no small feat, for even the angels can be prey to terror.
Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I do not wish to fight you, but if I must, I will.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What's this? No! Diablo has reached the arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
Then it is up to us. Without your wings, you can still fight.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
I could not have done any of this without you, Tyrael.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
Tell me more of the Crystal Arch. You've said that it is the heart of heaven.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
It is from this arch that the angels are born?
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the archangels.
I do not sense this harmony you speak of. It is long broken, is it not?
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
The spirits say that Leah cannot reach him in this place. Diablo has corrupted everything.
Leah knew the protective spells of the Horadrim. Diablo took control over her body. He can never twist her mind.
I wish to know, if it was Ariel and you who voted to spare mankind, which angels voted against us?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael abstained? Was it out of cowardice?
He was no coward. He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Anjira's council has been broken ever since.
What became of Malthael?
Long ago, when Anarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Where is he now?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What do you speak of when you say the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Taphamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Who is Anu?
Just as Tathamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Then Diablo seeks to become the dragon once again.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Time to go home yet, Mom?
This is the end, isn't it? Let us seek honor together, my friend.
The seven evils are one within me. I am Legion. Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror. How does it feel knowing you have failed those who depended on you? No! This wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. Jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I better shut up before I make myself sick. was astounding. What you did back there. You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
Do I see tears in your eyes, Lyndon?
No. It's raining.
It does not rain in this realm.
Well, it does now.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. It is good to fight with you again.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. It is always wonderful to see you.
Oh, victory at long last. I never dreamed our humble quest might lead to this. It's a story I will tell for many, many years. And of course, I won't leave out the part played by one simple jeweler.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
I fear we have not seen the last of the demons of the Burning Heads.
Time will tell.
In the end, it was a mortal heart that saved 2 worlds from ruin and cast down the prime evil forever. A new day breaks for both angels and men. For mankind's greatest champion, the Nephilim, rose to confront the darkness that we, in our pride, would not face. My brethren, I will take my place among you once again. But this time, as a mortal.
Since justice has been met this day, I will now stand as wisdom. On behalf of those who risked all to save us. Forevermore, we shall stand together, angels and men, in the light of this glorious new dawn.